Well, the thing is it's understanding the law. That's what it is. And that's the problem. Is law is confusing. It's built that way. It's a process that no one ever wants to go down, but it's the only option they've got available based on their circumstances.
Last time I talked to North Shore Police Prosecutions, I asked him. The man's name was Verdun Tafera, and I asked him. I said, "Verdun, we live in a common law country, don't we?" And he said, "No, we don't."
Pardon?
This is the head of the New Zealand Police Prosecutions on the North Shore telling me we don't live in a common law country.
I had a smile on my face just before, and then it sort of dropped as soon as you said that, and I was like, pardon?
Yeah.
Really?
Really.
Oh my God.
How on earth can people that are supposed to be leading prosecutions in the country not realise we live in a common law country still? It's in the Imperial Applications Act 1988.
Common law, just the word, is everywhere.
Yep. But common law is administered through statutory law and legislation.
Yes.
You may have common law rights, but it's like you have the right to travel, but then as soon as you get a driver's licence, you've given up that right and you now have a privilege to drive.
Correct.
So if you don't have a driver's licence, you're not bound under the Land Transport Act to abide by it, because there's no contract. It's that simple.
Common law.
Yeah, because as I actually questioned a speeding ticket, and I asked them for proof of claim and proof of authority. Obviously the proof of claim was the radar and all that jazz, but the proof of authority was a signed statement from the New Zealand Transport Authority stating that I had a full driver's licence. So that's how they were able to enforce that policy on me.
Gotcha.
If I don't have a driver's licence, they can't enforce it. And I've literally seen a lady get pulled over without a driver's licence, get let off on the side of the road. And she thought the cop was doing nice things. It was because he couldn't enforce anything.
Yeah, because there's nothing to enforce.
Because there's no contract.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And she wasn't acting through her person as a driver in a country called New Zealand. She was just a woman on earth travelling freely. And it's all knowing the words. I mean, I've spent so long learning the intricacy between being in New Zealand and on it.
That is so amazing.
And if you're in something, you're governed by what confines and constitutes that thing. So are you in a tree? Or are you on the tree?
Yeah.
Or are you in court?
In court, yeah.
Or at court? Lawyers are lawyers at law, but my mother's in law. So yeah, smallest words are the most defining.
Words can change the whole direction.
Yeah, and it's the interpretation too. People think they read legislation and they think that they understand what it means. They're not legally trained.
That's it.
It's like a cop telling you what an act says on the side of the road. That cop's not legally trained. It's completely up to his interpretation, which may be wrong.
Fortunately, we do get that.
Yeah. I get asked my date of birth a lot, and I say, honestly, I can't remember. I was there at the time, but you'd have to ask Mum. And Mum's a confirmed liar. She told me Tooth Fairy existed. She told me Santa was real. So I can't really take her word for it now, can I?
I love your mum. She's great.
Do you know what I mean? It's just,
I do.
And you've got to say it in a humorous way, because people get very defensive when you start challenging them.
I think that's fantastic, and it's so the literature of using that is so easy to understand.
Yeah, I'm very good at breaking things down to layman's terms.
I love it.
Yeah.